Hi there, Jimmy and I decided to go to my favorite Goodwill together, and this end cap caught my attention immediately. It was a whole bunch of vintage cats. It turns out we were there on a Monday, and it turns out the cat collection had been there since the weekend. And I wondered how and what amazing cats were there when it first arrived, because I thought we had a pretty good selection to choose from here. As you can see, there's some chain cats, those right there, and those right there. So these are made in Japan, the neon green. So I decided to take those. They have a little bit of damage to them. This I thought was wax at first, but it is not. It is made of heavy resin. It almost weighs 3 pounds. It feels like wax and has the look of wax, but it is not. So I said, Jimmy, here, take this. This is redware pottery from Japan, and they were not damaged at all. Then this was made in occupied Japan. I decided to leave that there. This one was not marked. It is cute because it's looking at a snail, but the eyes are kind of like glaring at you. So I thought that was kind of strange. I put this one up with the others. I was peeling back the sticker to see if it was made in Japan or occupied Japan. These were more contemporary, I felt. I think that one was made in Brazil. This one I just didn't like the feel of it, and the paint was really sloppy, so I decided to leave that there on this shelf. And then on the top, I was distracted because there were some roosters. This I felt was plastic. I could have been wrong, but my gut was that this was heavy plastic. This I thought was in really great shape, so I decided to take that. But first we're all posing with it because I needed it to be in focus. And then it just was kind of funny how we were like, wait, let's all hold it together. And so I decided to take this chicken as well. Look, let's hold it together. It has just a little bit of paint loss right there. Jimmy's pointing out to me. I'm saying, that's okay. It's just some paint loss. It's not a chip. Here are some other figurines. I decided not to take all of them. I decided just to take, not that one, but the one with the really cheesy grin. Because they will not go very high, and I still thought it was neat there. Let's hold this together. That one was made in Portugal, and I decided to take this one for the little figurine because I liked his little attitude. So this one was probably part of a chain based on the collar thing around its neck, and this one was cute. I probably, looking back, would have taken that, but when I went back in a couple days later, most of the cats were gone, so I was glad somebody else could enjoy this collection of cats. I felt this one was a hobbyist piece, and it wasn't completely painted. And then, oh, this one is metal, and I thought this was interesting. It does have felt on the bottom, so I don't know who made it, but I thought that was neat that it was a metal cat figurine, so I decided to take that. Then Jimmy found these, and we're holding it together again, and they are Limoges china. And when I first walked in the store, I found, well, then I spied another matching bottle. So I said, ooh, look, Jimmy, grab that one. And so he put it in the kid part of the cart. I know, scary, but they didn't fall out. Anyway, so when we first walked in, I found this glass hand-blown peach. So I decided to get that. And then when I was walking back towards the back of the store, I found this little purple slag glass bunny rabbit figurine. And I wasn't sure what this was, so I looked it up, and it is for potpourri. Here was another cat on the brown section, but because of the surface wear, I felt like I would not be able to get the surface marks off of it. So even though it was really cool looking, I decided to leave that there, and this was a hand-carved wooden piece. In the white section, I found this milk glass plate that looked like it had been painted, and it had somebody's picture on it. And then when I turned it over, it had a card, and it looked like it was explaining what the plate was. So I thought that was very, very interesting. And then I got distracted by this vintage Lady of Lourdes bottle. It would be for the water from France. And I thought that was pretty how it was painted. Someone who collects Madonnas, Marys would like that. So anyway, back to the plate. I will show this later because this is amazing. The plate was amazing after I read the card. Here were some fancy bourbon and rye dispensers. Fancy. And then look at this. This is an occupied Japan little Kewpie on a butterfly and it's not broken. How is this not chipped? At the moment, I have not found any chips or cracks, so hopefully it stays that way. I thought that was adorable. This was a cute little creamer. I don't believe the sugar was there. Then this was neat, but the design had worn off a lot. So I decided to look at it and look at the price, but put that back on the shelf. And then this was a Southwestern style vase, but I felt it was probably more of a souvenir piece. It did say Navajo on the bottom. I just felt it was more for the souvenir trade. I did get this because I thought it was very sweet. It's all porcelain. It doesn't have any markings on it, but I thought it was very sweet. Then I thought these were neat. You got 2 of them for $1.99 for your tea, and I thought those would come in handy for the tea drinkers out there. That smaller one's really pretty and decorative. And these were some glass candle holders. So I decided to move the creamer to the top shelf next to these cups because I felt that they kind of matched and maybe someone would walk in and grab the whole grouping. I thought this was neat. Very mid-century looking. And there was a acorn. And then I found a little vase that I thought kind of went with it as well. Here was a really nice figurine. I did think about getting this, even though this style isn't very popular. I thought, wow, this is nice. It doesn't have any chips or cracks. And then I looked more closely at the leaves and I saw that the leaf had chipped off. So I still think it's sweet, but I did leave that there. Clear glass does not sell for high money, but I thought this was really pretty. This is a German piece, a thumbprint design. And then this mask caught my eye, the tiger, or the year of the tiger. And I thought it was very nicely done. There's the sticker, made in Taiwan. I think it's a very nice quality mask. I like that it's the full mask. And so I decided to take that with me as well. Then on the end cap, they had the country commandments. Pretty straightforward. Some good things to keep in mind. Here was a hobbyist piece that someone had painted that image on the plate. And then we had some souvenir pieces, it looks like. Cup and saucer. I thought this was funny, this apology. I don't know if I show it. Do I show what the apology is? No, I don't. I apologize for not showing the apology plate. You'll have to rewind it back and see what it says. This is a cute little elephant figurine. And then this picture caught my attention because I thought this looks like studio art pottery manufactured really nice mid-century. And it turns out it is manufactured and not a hobbyist piece. This is Frank Engel Studios out of Indiana, Newburgh, Indiana. And then my research shows that this is a Moser glass. This has a cat imprint on the bottom and birds on the sides of the cup. And it was about at this time that I was thinking, is Jimmy my good luck charm? Because he's come with me twice to this Goodwill, and both times we have filled our cart. I felt this was missing a lid because of the ridge on the inside of that, and so I decided to take the cup. Here I am showing him that these are those DAHER tin bowls, but I have some tin bowls that haven't sold, so I didn't really want to add to my inventory. I thought this was a cute little juice glass. It was kind of uneven there, but I still thought it was neat. There was only the one. I thought they were sweet and the graphics were in good shape, but there was just the one. That caviar dish is still there, and now they've added some drinking goblets. I thought this was very neat, and the reason why I picked this up, it's fine bone china made in England, and I liked the design on the mug. I thought it was sweet. In the black section, this swan grabbed my attention. It is a plastic trinket dish, and it's made in Thailand. And then here is a vintage Citry kit. I'm going very fast. And then here is another piece that is probably from the 50s and 60s. It has a sticker underneath that sticker that it is from Lancaster. And so I decided to take that as well because I really like the style of it. Sorry I sped through the swan trinket dish, but sometimes I film too short. And then when I'm doing the voiceover, I'm thinking, man, I'm going to have to talk a lot for some things and not other things. Here is a Spritz cookie kit. I recently took my mother-in-law's old-fashioned metal one because I had a modern one with batteries and I could not get it to work. So I have taken hers and it worked beautifully. Jimmy really liked this glass. He does cycle quite a bit. We thought it was really neat how the glass was leaning, and so we decided to take that. Someone might need a replacement. There was just one glass. The lady told us at checkout, oh, we did have other glasses, so we missed out on the other glasses, but maybe someone will need a replacement or just have one really cool cycling glass. This caught my attention because I knew it looked old and probably was old. This is made in occupied Japan as well. It could hold your toothpicks or a small plant if you would like. And then this piece also caught my eye. It's cloisonne little jar. It has the China written on the bottom. It does have damage to it, but it is very old, so I decided to take that with me as well after I fixed the lighting so you could see. And then this was a sweet little green vase, but I decided to leave that there and this there as I was picking up everything. And then I realized it had a crack there, so I left that there and decided to take the little puppy dog with me. And then we were walking towards the checkout, and this caught my attention. I don't know if it's Fenton or Westmoreland, a couple people, or Indiana Glass, I'm not sure. A couple companies did make that style of divided dish. I'm looking to see if there's anything else on the clear glass shelves. This was a cute little pineapple, but I left the pineapple there. My mother-in-law used to make this all the time. So she was really good at making quiches, so that reminded me of her. She made an excellent crab quiche. We would joke that it's mostly crab and a little bit of egg. She never scrimped on the crab. And then we looked in the toys right before we were getting ready to leave, and I was seeing if there were any Monster High dolls because I know those sell very well. And then I thought I'd found some Monster High girls in this bag, and I thought, wait, these girls look like they work out a lot. And it turns out these are WWE wrestlers, which I had no idea that they were. But some of them had names on their clothes, which made it very easy to identify. So, I'm learning more about wrestlers right now, seeing who they are and how much they go for. And then I always like to check out the plush animals at this store because I have picked up some really nice plush animals in the past. You never know what will be hidden on the shelves. One time I found an American Girl doll Bitty Baby on the shelf. So you always have to look. And that's part of the fun of visiting Goodwill is it's always changing and it's always different. So after I look through the bags, I am happy with what I have. I take one last look here at the bears. This one had a jacket for a diamond store. And then the foot had the I am loved symbol on it. And I remember my mom having that I am loved pin when I was little. And so that reminded me of her. And then I found this hand stitched, the design, the white thread is hand done, in my opinion. And so I thought that was a cute little apron. It has no stains or rips on it. So I decided to take that. And then I found some praying hands. I was like, oh, good, I won. And this was a little vintage boot. It was made in Japan, but I decided to leave that there. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for your support of my channel, for subscribing and leaving comments. If you are in the area next week and you want to come to Lemoyne, you will be able to meet and greet Jocelyn and George, the Antique Nomad, and myself. So if you see anything that is local pickup only on my website, I would be happy to bring it to Lemoyne next weekend and deliver it to you in person. Here is everything that I picked up on this trip to Goodwill. And at the very end, I highlight the plate that I found. Earlier in the video, I said I was going to showcase this plate closer. I wanted to read the note that came with it. Sunday, April 22nd, 1984, when I was a child, 1.5 or 2 years old, my mother took me to Chicago to be with her older sister, Vera. Her husband, Sidney Hand, was an artist. Sidney decorated this plate with 1 and 2 cent stamps with a picture of me in the middle. I had intended to have this framed to preserve it. Much love, Mother. And then it says 1904 with a question mark. When I first saw this in the store, I thought it was painted. After reading the note, I realized that the artist had decorated it with 1 and 2 cent stamps, which I find amazing. I'm trying to make it nice and clear so you can see it. You can see on the flowers, there's little 1s, and the red ones have the 2s. And then the little scallopy outline is also stamps. It says United States postage. This is amazing. It makes me sad that the family does not have this, but it also makes me happy that someone out there, the plate's in perfect condition, that someone out there will want to take this and cherish it as it should be cherished for that little girl in the center, and also the workmanship that went into this plate. So the card will be, of course, included, and I wanted to show this to you at a closer view so you could really see what an amazing find I think this plate was. I hope you're having a great day, and I'll see ya.